We are the first that can do this with commercial off-the-shelf radar. So we use ordinary marine radars that by very smart algorithms we turn them into very powerful remote wave sensors. And with the waves that we see in the distance, we can predict what waves will be approaching to the vessel or to the wind turbine in this case, and we can predict how it's going to move, and that can help crew to make the right decisions. So all kinds of operations, they involve critical phases with respect to waves and waves-induced motions, and if you know in advance what's coming, you can postpone a certain critical phase of an operation in case a big wave or a big motion is coming up. And if you can predict that, you can anticipate. That's basically our core business that we do at NextOcean. Yes, within the Floatech project we are involved in work package 3, which is about wave-based feed-forward control. And the purpose is that if you know what waves are coming, you can control the pitch of the blades and try to reduce the loads on the turbine and also the variations of the rotor speed. So by smartly pitching the blades, which you can do because you know what waves and what forces are coming up, you can increase the efficiency and decrease the loads on the turbine. Yes, that was a very interesting thing to do because we are used to deploy our system on ships, and that's where we have gained quite some experience there. We know how to do that, and on ships you can easily access the spot where you want to install the system, and that was all completely different here because we needed steeple jacks, like people in ropes hanging down from ropes along the tower to install the radar. Well, and then again the towers, the floating wind turbine is unmanned, so we need to pay a lot of attention to robustness. And if something goes wrong, normally you have always someone close to fix the problem, and this was supposed to be running for months in a row without intervening. So that was all, let's say, a lot more challenging than what we're used to, and that's also nice because that's where we really gain more expertise and yeah, that's a nice challenge in the project. The next steps are that we're going to validate to indeed demonstrate that the waves that we predict are indeed the waves that occur in reality. So we're going to validate, and what we're going to pay a lot of attention to is again robustness. So the technology readiness level of the technology that we are actually working on in the project is now quite low, so it will take more time for this actually to be deployed in reality. But meanwhile we can learn a lot from the extra requirements that this specific application puts to our system. So we need to make sure that we know that the waves, the predicted waves that we send to the controller are actually right. So there's no one in the loop anymore that can check that for us. Yes, well, I mean, like I said, the technology readiness level that we're aiming for in this project is relatively low, so it will take quite some more effort and some more time for actually putting this in a commercial application. But we're going to learn a lot in this project about levelized cost of energy and what the effect will be of our technology. So that's something that has to be found out in the project, what will be the impact. But meanwhile, we're really happy to work on a system which is in the sense different from what we're used to, because we're used to providing decision support, where we give information to the crew and they can decide upon that information. Here we're working on, let's say, automated control input, and that's really a next level. Personally, the advantage is that I just really enjoy a lot to be, let's say, in research, involved in research like this. And this project has so many partners with so many expertise in offshore wind that is something we can learn a lot. And I mean, developing technology is one thing, but developing a good product that really answers a question in the market is another thing. For that, you need to understand the complete business and all the aspects involved. And this project has all the expertise, and we can learn a lot there to make sure that we can really make a perfect product market fit for the offshore wind.